Today is cruise day, and we're going to be sailing on the world's newest luxury cruise ship, the Celebrity Ascent. This ship was launched in November of 2023 and is the fourth ship in the Edge class series. At $1.7 billion to build, it is currently one of the most expensive cruise ships ever made. It holds just under 4,000 passengers at full capacity, has 16 decks, 32 food and drink venues, which consist of 15 restaurants, 12 bars and lounges, 4 main dining rooms, and 4 cafes. It also has 1,646 staterooms, 83% of which are balconies. It also has 6 hot tubs, 3 pools, 2 outdoor, 1 indoor, and a revolutionary device known as the Magic Carpet Ride, which is an outdoor lounge that also operates as an elevator, operating between decks 2 and 16. Once we get on board, I'll show you my cabin, I'll go over the pricing, and then we'll explore this beautiful brand new cruise ship. And trust me, you don't want to miss a single second, because this is going to be by far one of the most beautiful, if not the most beautiful cruise ship you will ever see. I've already checked in my luggage to go aboard the ship, tipped the bag handler, always remember to do that. Been a very convenient process so far. Now technically when it came to my boarding time, I was supposed to board at 2 p.m. It's 1 p.m. now. However, all aboard is at 3 p.m., an hour after I'm supposed to board for my scheduled time. So I'm gonna see if I can sneak on just a little bit early. Let's go ahead and head on into the terminal. As we do, you can see there are different lines here. There is one for the retreat, that's for the suites area on board. However, I'm not checking into one of those rooms. That'll run you about 10 grand a pop. We're going in as a normal person today. Either way, I'm excited. I gotta admit, this is a gorgeous terminal. Absolutely beautiful. By the way, this is only my second time sailing with Celebrity Cruises. The first time I did was earlier this year here in 2023, back in April on board the younger ship of the Ascent, the Celebrity Beyond, which debuted in 2021. It was a great experience, and one thing you have to understand about Celebrity Cruises is that it is a premium cruise line. So it is a step above Royal Caribbean, which by the way belongs to the Royal Caribbean group, a step above Norwegian, a step above Carnival, and well, you get a little bit more perks and a little bit more beauty and ambiance to your cruise experience. We've made it through security, and now all there is to do is board the ship. And we are officially on board the Celebrity Ascent. How's it going, man?
It's amazing. Welcome, welcome.
Good to be here, man. I'm excited. Whoa, look how beautiful this is. And holiday decorations. So good to be on board. Okay, this is exciting, but we're not gonna get too carried away. We'll check into our room first. I'll give you the pricing like I said, and then we'll do some exploring. We need to go up to deck 10. By the way, you see this red rectangle here that just turned white? So those color indicators are very simple. Red would be for down, green would be for up, and you see how it's just a regular light color? That's for neutral. Let's see where we're going. I'm definitely not in the back or aft, so we need to go to the forward or front part of the ship. And here we are, about in the middle of the ship, deck 10, 193. And my card is sitting right here waiting for me, but where is my room? Here's my room, just kind of hanging here over in the corner. You go through this door here, it'll take you to the even side of the cabins. Anyway, let's go in. Oh, not bad for an interior. Not bad at all. Here's a quick scan of my deluxe interior stateroom. Now, I'll be honest, I'm not a huge fan of interior rooms because it throws off my sleep schedule, but this one is pretty nice. For an interior, this room is pretty large. They even have enough room for a couch here. There's a lamp, there is a European port, there's an American port, and then you have the regular USB ports over here. There are also other ports over here by the bed on the opposite side. I wanted to see if this was a refrigerator or a mini bar. I'm guessing it's a mini bar, and I cracked it open, and now it won't stop beeping. I guess unless I open it. Either way, there's some cool items in here. Stop beeping. I don't think it's gonna stop. Here are the sockets I was telling you about. American socket, and you have 2 USB ports next to the phone here. In the closet, there is plenty of space, and of course, something that I'm probably gonna be wearing around the ship, the robes. You guys know I can't resist the robes. Before we go into the bathroom, you can control the temperature as well as the lighting here on this device. You can also control all of these same features on the Celebrity Cruises app. Now let's go ahead and go into the bathroom, see what we're working with. And as you can see, overall, even for an interior room, pretty spacious. I do love these showers when they have the glass doors as opposed to the curtain. It just gives it more of a premium feel and, well, not a bad bathroom at all. The price I paid for this deluxe interior stateroom as well as a 7-day cruise on board the Celebrity Ascent during its inaugural or first cruise ever. There were a couple before, but it was kind of like a taste test. They were like 3- and 4-day cruises prior to this, but you get my point here. Now, this does include within the price the port fees and taxes. I was also able to gather up $150 worth of onboard credit. I also bought the premium Wi-Fi package, the best possible, at $33 a day. However, However, for the entire cruise, came out to $230. If you are, however, to purchase the basic Wi-Fi on board, you can upgrade when you have just one device for about $11. Now, I do have to go check into my muster station on deck 5 at D2. After that, we can do some exploring. There's also a safety briefing video that you have to watch either prior to getting on board. They send to you via the app, or once you get on board. Very convenient. I would also argue that Celebrity as a whole in Royal Caribbean, they do have the best app as far as the operational side of things goes. You can check out everything, and it's very smooth as far as how they have the scheduling. And when it comes to boarding, they do send you like an e-ticket that you can add to your Apple Wallet as well for easy access when boarding the ship. Let's see, I need to find D2. D2? Oh, look, I'm sorry, I'm late. I am. Yes. How you doing? Yep, of course. And we're good to go. Time to explore. Since we're on deck 5, we're gonna go ahead and get started up here. We're all on 5, it's to my immediate left. It's a oyster bar, they have seafood of all kinds. Absolutely delicious place to go eat at. Down here, you have the Grand Plaza. You can see there's a giant grand bar. They have this area over here where the band plays, the Christmas tree obviously right there, but normally they have all kinds of events going on over there, silent disco, stuff of that nature. On the opposite side, across this bridge here, we have the Fine Cut Steakhouse. By the way, before we continue, I want to make it very clear, this particular video is not going to be a full cruise ship tour. We're going to check out some of the pretty stuff that's on board right now. In about a week, I'm going to put out a full cruise ship tour showing all of the pretty stuff that this beautiful ship, the Celebrity Ascent, has to offer. Also, after I disembark this cruise and conclude it, I will put out a honest, in-depth review of my entire experience on my main channel, The Ship Life. We're still on deck 5 here. Let's go check out the theater. I completely forgot how amazing these theaters are. As you can see, it's kind of like an IMAX deal going on down there. Then you have the circular stage where you're going to see probably some of the best shows you'll ever see at sea. This is where all the action will happen. Well, not right now. As you can see, there's a game going on downstairs, a very cool virtual game. But this is also where they're going to have the nightclub during the evening hours. Ladies and gentlemen, you won't believe what I just found. Some celebrity loyalists. You guys only sell with celebrity? Always.
Always.
Always. So they said they watch the channel, and they're glad that I don't talk about celebrity as much as I do Carnival. I'm just kidding. You guys know I love Carnival.
Said you were at the top of the list when
Yes.
we watch the videos. We search for you all the
Now
time.
notice how you put the hand up for like the height of,
The height and class of your channels.
the height of my channel, not me.
I'm not knocking you, man.
I remember this area here. Now it seems like they've brightened it up a lot more than when it was on the Celebrity Beyond. They've definitely made it a lot brighter, because I will admit it was pretty dark in here on the Beyond. I know a lot of people were tripping and hitting their shin on the rocks, and not a very pleasant experience. So they've changed things around just a bit. They're a little busy right now, but directly behind me we have the myth, the legends, JJ Cruise. Make sure you subscribe to their channel as well. We're gonna mosey on into arguably the most popular place on any Edge class ship, Eden. This area will absolutely blow you away. One key thing you need to know about this area, yes, they have a bar, they have its own restaurant downstairs as well, but all of these plants that you see before you are real, and they are watered daily. Crazy, right? Give you guys a little peek of the casino. Now, you won't find me in here normally hanging around because, as I always say, the house always wins. I don't gamble, but I'm sure it's gonna be packed in here. Finally, we have made it up here. The pool deck, what you see before you is the longest pool at sea. And obviously, as you can see, the rest of the area is absolutely gorgeous. I see they've changed the statue over here too. On the Beyond, the ship prior to this, they had an elephant balancing on a man. This is much more simple, but sleek and still beautiful. We are beginning to set sail on our 7-day cruise, but I just want to show you this area here. This is the Magic Carpet. So they do have a cool bar over in this particular area. And like I said, this is an elevator that periodically throughout the day will go from deck 2 all the way up to deck 16. We have officially set sail. See you in 7 days, Fort Lauderdale. This area here is the rooftop garden. As you can see, they have a giant screen in here to watch sporting events. They have a tennis court over here as well. They do yoga here in the morning. And oh yeah, all these plants that you see before you are 100% real. Due to this not being Carnival, Royal Caribbean, MSC, or even another premium line like Virgin Voyages, we do not have a sail away party. A little bit of a bummer. I like a good sail away party. However, we are upper class here. Not really. It's just different than other cruise lines. But still, so far so good. Beautiful ship, and I think it's gonna be a great experience. I am all cleaned up. I am starving. I haven't eaten anything all day. So we're gonna go to the main dining today at the Cypress restaurant located on deck 4. We got a little bit of congestion here. I do have a friend also that's a waiter here. Haven't seen her in years. But she said the congestion is due to obviously being a new ship and the fact that it's embarkation day, aka the first day of the cruise. Pretty simple dinner, nothing crazy. You could view the menu via QR code. They also had a physical copy. All I had was a shrimp cocktail and a lamb shake. I will say, however, it did take a little long to get seated as well as getting my dinner, but do keep in mind this is a brand new ship. There's a lot of kinks that need to be worked out, a system that needs to be put in place, so it was somewhat expected. Now we get into the nighttime festivities, which should be interesting. It's going to be a hit or a miss, because I gotta be honest with you, and I mean no offense to anybody, I'm probably, from what I've seen, one of the youngest people on board. I know Celebrity has been really pushing a little bit more of a wider demographic. However, this is the inaugural sailing, which means there's gonna be a lot of loyalty members that are here. Just to say that they were on the first inaugural sailing. I would say the average age here is kind of floating around between about 40 years old and maybe about 50, 60.
I love seeing people that I've met before on cruises, and I remember people. I'll know you on the next one. Don't even look at each other like, are those plants? They're not plants. They're real people.
Kick off your Sunday shoes.
Well, that's gonna do it for this video. It's the first night, so things are a little slow. Hopefully it doesn't stay this way throughout the entire cruise. Speaking of the cruise, I will have another video coming up that's going to contain pretty much the rest of this cruise, more so the highlights that I know you probably want to see. Also, do keep in mind that on my main channel, The Ship Life, I will not only have a full cruise ship tour of this entire brand new ship, I will also have a very thorough, honest review once this cruise has concluded. So make sure you subscribe not only to this channel if you haven't already, as well as my main channel, The Ship Life. Hit that like button on your way out, and know as usual, I love and appreciate every single one of you. I'll see you later. Take it easy.